clearly the death of Osama bin Laden was clearly the most important, the most outstanding, the most deserving of news coverage in 2011.
The death of bin Laden doesn't necessarily mean that there would be peaceful opportunities.
Like all of the revolutions that have been happening all over the world, it definitely stands out to me as the most important news of the year.
Right. That kind of affect you yourself?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think it definitely had an effect on Americans with the whole Occupy movement and everything like that. I think that it's really sprung up in people. So it's a big thing that's happened this year, big part of 2002.
The Arab Spring. It's a lot of shifting in the Middle East and all that jazz, and the ramifications for the entire region and the world.
Do you think that's kind of affects you yourself? Occupy movement?
No, because I haven't occupied the metro yet, so I'm okay.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
No, that's an awful idea.
Yes, absolutely it affects everyone. I think it's raised the consciousness of, what people are talking about and the discrepancy between, the 1% and everyone else and working class families. Of course it affects everyone.
Probably the war in Iraq being over, and the Occupy Wall Street for me.
Yes, I have a friend that I've known since I was a little girl who will be home in 2 days. So it's good to know that she's going to make it home safely.
The thing that probably affected me the most was watching the earthquake tsunami in Japan. It was just heart-wrenching. It was to see that much devastation.
Did you do anything just to help, or?
No, I didn't. I just watched. Watched on TV and felt empathy for the people, and that was it.
Were you worried about your own safety here in this country?
No.
Don't worry about earthquake. There was an earthquake in summer here in D.C.
Yes, there was. I didn't feel that one. I was walking to my car, so I missed that one. So I turned around, everybody was coming out of the buildings. I was like, oh, what'd I miss? So I guess I missed the earthquake.
I'd say just sort of the focus on the recession.
Job issues, so.
Not creating enough jobs.
Not creating enough jobs and need more jobs.
Well, it's all about jobs. I'm one of those who was, affected by this job personnel problems in America.
As a federal employee, I think what's near and dear to my heart really revolves around all these cuts to federal employees. Because I already, live on a tight budget. But I think that's the most important news that affects me as an individual.
We are realizing that the government is not as competent as we thought and can't be left alone. These people that are demonstrating against Wall Street, I think they're right. I think that we should look into what's going on and that things are a little more honest, and that there's more cooperation, of course, in the government, in the Senate and the House. It's very hard. You can't blame the whole thing on the president. It's very hard when people aren't cooperating with each other, and I think what I wish is that they would realize that it's not really democracy when no one cooperates, and that democracy is and has to be people cooperating, and that's what I would wish. Yes, that the government would work in a more cooperative manner and help us to be more proud of what they're doing.